I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at WasInACult, on Facebook at I Got the Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got the Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi guys, it's me, Deb.
And it's this Laura.
And it's another episode of I Got the Hell Out. Well, we have a really cool Kool-Aid recipe today. But
oh man, right off the bat.
Yep, and seeing that it's 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm still drinking milk, coffee, milk, and beer.
Yeah, it's water for me.
I had friends of mine try to get me to day drink last week, and it just doesn't happen. No.
Not good because you're like passed out or...
By 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's not worth it.
No.
Did it in college, not worth it.
Anyway, our Kool-Aid recipe comes from Kelly K. She submitted it way back August 13th. And it is called Orange, You Glad You Drank the Kool-Aid.
Ooh, I like that.
You start with 1 packet of orange Kool-Aid with half of the amount of water. I guess you use half the amount of sugar.
Okay.
So we're going to try this one because it's a half a cup of whipped cream vodka.
Oh.
A half a cup of triple sec, and it tastes like a creamsicle.
Oh,
and she
nice.
says it's only for the truly impure of heart.
Well, there we go.
And an option, you can top off each glass with a splash of cream and an orange slice. She personally finds this only makes it look pretty, but it doesn't actually enhance the actual flavor. And then she says, who the hell has time for a garnish when you're busy exposing a cult? So... Yeah, you're getting approved right now as we speak. Anybody who wants that recipe, it's been out there for a few hours now. And
I love that phrase.
Yeah.
Who has time for a garnish
when you're
exposing a cult?
Yep.
That's beautiful.
And Catherine K, Metallica someday, yes baby, yes. And I hear we had a problem with iTunes this week.
That's what I heard.
We had nothing to do with that. Sometimes things have a glitch in it. I actually switched from it started with Stitcher. I actually switched from Stitcher to Castbox because Stitcher was having problems one day. So sorry guys, we have nothing to do with iTunes.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was only some people. Because I know my mom listens to it on iTunes, and she said she did not have a problem. So I don't know. Who knows? I don't understand some of these things. But sorry guys, sorry about that.
Random fact, fish can't fart. Okay.
Okay, wait, whoa, no. Who studied this?
I actually went to my favorite fish store this past week called Wet Pets out in McMurray.
Okay.
And I have this big bubble-headed goldfish, and he's been floating, like swimming with his head towards the ground and like laying in the trees and stuff.
Oh, that's not good. Because
fish can't fart, and I'd been feeding him too much, and he's bloated.
Again, who studied this?
We stopped there and just to look, and then it hit me.
I wonder if there's scientists that that's what they're studying.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. And horses can't throw up, so
I would love to do like a thesis on that. On fish farting.
Different animals cannot do things that
certain things.
Horses can't throw up, or I don't think they can burp either. So.
Oh, that would be funny.
I don't know. Anyway, I thought anybody would be interested in that fish can't fart.
Sure.
And
why not?
Naomi C., thank you so much. She told us that the kippah is Hebrew for yarmulke. Because remember, we couldn't figure out why the cult called it a kippah and the Jewish people called it a yarmulke.
Right.
It's the same exact thing, except kippah is taken back to Hebrew, which, flashback, I kind of knew that, but forgot it. So
okay.
Thank you on that one. The Pope also wears one called a zucchetto. Zucchetto. I think his is red, right?
He does wear one, yeah.
Right. And the zucchetto, it's meaning little gourd.
Little gourd?
Yeah, like I guess he grows a gourd, or maybe your head is a gourd.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's really weird.
And she had an article, but I didn't read it. But she says the thing that the Pope wears predates the kippah when you start studying into it.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know. Maybe everybody's Jewish at some point.
All you've ever wanted to know about yarmulkes.
I'm telling you. Oh, and get this: the cult has their own Roku channel.
No.
Yes.
What?
Isn't that scary?
Oh my God. I don't have Roku, but man, I wish I did.
I have Roku, but I don't have internet anymore.
What do they do? Is like sermons,
It's-
or do they have a show? Or
I
what do
guess
they do?
it's be forewarned, people. Do not go down that rabbit hole. I'm warning you now. Don't watch or listen to these propaganda pieces. They actually, the scary thing is they have 64 ratings and they have a 4.3 on the scale. So
Yeah, but you know what? It's probably
has
cult
to be
members.
members.
It's got to be cult
it's
members.
got to be cult members. And Jessica B, I let you into the Facebook group. It would have been Wednesday. And you mentioned that you were best friends with Dangly Ball's daughter-in-law. And so he had a couple of sons. I just want to know which one you were, contact me and let me know which one you were best friends with, because I pretty much knew them all. Danny at the Working Stiffs, we're still working on a meetup here.
Oh yeah. I've been talking to him, and just between my dad being sick and just a bunch of other crap going on, we are going to have a meetup with you guys.
Somewhere in Robinson.
Definitely. And I'm supposed to give them a call, and I haven't gotten around to that
They
either.
sound like fun guys.
Oh, they sound like a blast.
They sound like it would be hysterical. We may have to take an Uber home. And thank you to Tom and Shamar. You guys have let me know more than I ever wanted to know about a certain thing that guys can do, that I went, what? And Rachel, how the hell do you know this? Honestly.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Anybody who wants to look it up, it's called sounding, Sounding.
Oh, you told me about this.
I'm not getting into it on here.
No. Now, is
But
this Urban Dictionary sounding?
I don't know.
Or just
It's
Google
apparently
it?
a thing because
Okay.
several people jumped in and you can buy a sounding kit for men.
Okay, so you can go Wikipedia probably has it.
Probably.
Okay.
But this was only mentioned because of, remember the picture of the rocket that I put on there? Now, the picture of the rocket has the sword on top of it.
Right.
Okay. Now, that sword, somebody told me, was supposed to be Constantine. Have you ever heard of Constantine?
Who?
Constantine.
Constantine?
Yeah, maybe Constantine. I don't know.
But Constantine who?
I'm not sure. I didn't look it up. But Constantine saw a cross in the sky, and it was conquering with a sword. Now,
Okay.
the sword of Constantine represents war.
Okay.
At some point.
Well, I would assume a sword represents war. That makes sense.
But it means perpetual war.
Oh.
From
So that's why they have the sword for
perpetual, something like that.
doom.
I'm assuming. I'm not quite sure. But they told me that. And James Carroll actually wrote a book called Constantine's Sword.
Oh,
So
neat.
I'm not sure what the book is about, if it can tell you anything about it.
I'm going to have to go on Amazon, check that out.
Yeah. And
What else you have?
the elders and their wives, the new titles, Kohan and Kohanesses,
Oh,
Kohans, whatever. Somebody laughed about that, an ex-member, because it's like being at work and you're getting frustrated because you're not getting a raise.
Right.
So they just give you a new title and more work.
Oh, so instead of a financial raise, they're just like, okay, we'll make you feel good by giving you a new title.
Well, see, nothing is really happening out there according to the prophecies.
Well, the end of the world
They have to keep
has come and gone, what, 5 times
5,
already?
6, 7,
Right.
something like that. If you look it up on their Wikipedia page, it actually lists the dates.
With an oops?
Pretty much. And I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh, yeah, they just get, a new title and extra work to do.
Well, that's pretty special.
And somebody told me that back in 2009, okay, remember we talked about the colors, the different colors.
Oh, yeah. Like the purple, the gold, is that what you mean? Like the different color clothing?
For the feast.
For the feast, right.
I spoke with an ex-member that told me that the Feast of '09 was the Orange Feast.
Oh.
You know why?
Why?
Because Dangly Balls Little Man and the pedophile elder, they were wearing orange jumpsuits that year. So they were in solidarity with the leader, and see, the pedophile elder was like Little Man's go-to elder. Yeah. So they were all in solidarity.
Prison orange.
They were wearing prison orange. And I actually have a few pictures sent to
Oh.
me from an ex-member that she says, I can post these pictures.
Yes. We've definitely got to post
prison
these.
orange.
Prison orange.
Prison orange. And I was shocked that they actually still set a place for pedophile elder.
Oh, that's just disgusting.
You want to hear more disgustingness?
Oh, sure, why not?
During the feasts, the elders and the people have specific parts, especially like the Seder meal. The children even have a part to read at one point.
Okay.
Okay. They recorded him speaking his part, and they played
From jail.
I don't know if it was from jail
Or like from years ago.
I honestly don't know. I mean, they could have, recorded something, his part from jail.
Oh my God.
But maybe they took the recorded part from another year.
Right.
Because they record everything. Everything.
And they say have no qualms that he's a pedophile.
He was framed, according to them.
Oh, he was now.
He was framed. Yeah, the
Did
girl
they
lied.
Oh, she did.
Of course, because women are liars
right.
about
That's
what
right.
happens to them.
Right.
And, this little girl knew things that a little girl shouldn't know that was done to her.
Okay.
And in all actuality, he went to jail, and there was a lawsuit against the cult because, like I told you, they're a 503c whatever nonprofit
Tax exempt
church. Okay, when a church knows that something is going on, like the Catholic Church,
Right.
the Catholic Church has paid out billions.
Oh, yeah.
In hush money.
Yep.
Okay. And all of these pedophile priests, I mean, this is happening in Pittsburgh, right where we are. There's
big
like
time.
91 of them.
Big time.
And I have friends that are going, holy shit, my sons were altar boys. And I asked them, and they say nothing happened to them.
But then you got to figure out, are they too embarrassed to say anything?
Exactly. There's a lot of men that went through abuse, and they won't say anything because they're embarrassed.
They're embarrassed, yep.
And this poor little girl had a lawsuit going against them because the cult knew her grandmother was kicking and fighting for something to be done because it was her granddaughter.
Right.
And she still believed in this place. And they did nothing. Again, they just kept sweeping it under the carpet. Now, when pedophile elder went to jail and this lawsuit started, she started this lawsuit against them. It was a pretty significant amount of money, I mean, but money doesn't make up for screwing somebody's life up.
Oh, God, no.
In any way, shape, or form. But the cult did what they always do, and they started their intimidation tactics. I was actually contacted by her attorney, and I talked to him for a good hour, and oh my gosh, this was years ago. I still have his card up on my wall. But she withdrew because weird things. Her aunt's tire fell off of her car in another state.
In another state?
Yes. And there was...
Oh, it's like one of those things where we're not going to do anything to you. We'll do something to the people you love.
Yes. And they started threatening all of her relatives. And weird stuff started happening to her relatives. And she backed off. And the weird stuff stopped happening.
How about that?
Yeah. Little man don't want to, he don't want to part with $1. That's screwed up, little man. Screwed up. I can't believe.
Dangly ball.
Old dangly balls, yeah. Oh, by the way, a couple people told me he hates the color red for some reason.
That was in that book, the one about the woman that escaped, the Latter-day Saints. That guy there hated the color red. And oh my God, I read the book and I cannot remember why he hated the color.
Well, somebody told me that he hates the color red, and it's probably because the Catholic Church, the priests wear it inside their robe. Inside their robes are red. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I know they wear red for certain feasts.
But the red is supposed to represent the blood of the martyrs.
Okay.
The priests.
Right.
It
Okay.
represents the blood of the martyrs. And I
So we need a picture of little man wearing red.
he doesn't wear red. I've never seen.
Well, we need a picture of it.
I don't
I'm
think-
saying we need our own picture.
Maybe we could dress him in red. We got Photoshop.
See?
We could take his.
We can make a little voodoo doll.
We could. Oh, I got the voodoo doll at home. Wait till you see the picture. I found this puppet and it's hysterical and it looks just like him.
See, we'll put a little red outfit on him.
It's even wearing a black kippah. For crying out loud, I found this at a yard sale for like $10, and I
And it
picked
looks
it
like
up
him.
and I went, ah! Oh yeah, and
That's
it has
good.
little punching.
Did it come with pins?
No,
Oh,
it's a puppet, and you put your hand up in it, and you pull the trigger, and the little hands punch
Oh, it's a
forward.
little, I had a boxing nun one time.
It's a box. It was a boxing Hasidic Jew, and and it had the black kippah on it. I still have it somewhere. It used to. I hid it. It creeped me out. But I cut the little Hasidic dreadlocks off. Not dreadlocks. The little curls off the side,
Right.
and it looks exactly like Little Man.
We need to put red on him. A little boxing little man.
That would be funny.
That is beautiful.
Somebody dedicated a song to Little Man.
Oh, what's the song?
Okay, everybody, sing along if you know the words.
Oh, no.
Okay?
What is it? What is it?
Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? Can you throw 'em over your shoulder like an old tin soldier? Do your balls hang low? They must because they're hitting the water.
That should be our theme song.
That is just too funny.
That should be our theme
Can you
song.
imagine this getting stuck in everybody's head all week long as they're sitting at work going, do your balls hang low?
Just walk around and hum it. you know? Yeah.
Did you see the movie Hot Tub Time Machine?
No, I've heard of it, but I have not seen it.
I was forced to watch it and it was hysterical, and it was one of those movies I would have thought would never have been funny. And anyway, Sarah B says maybe, he's got that bottle rocket time machine. That's how he's going back in time and talking.
Oh,
so
yeah.
maybe he's using his rocket to go back.
Because he's fixing the timeline,
He's
too,
fixing
right?
the timeline. I mean, and if he's fixing it, hey, maybe he should go back and make sure my mom doesn't have me. Because then I wouldn't be sitting here talking.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be doing a podcast, so.
No, you wouldn't even know I didn't exist.
Nope.
No. And I had another interesting conversation. A lot of people send me pictures.
Right.
And it looks like about 40 little girls, about, anywhere between 10 and 15 years old.
Okay.
And they're on stair risers as if they're singing like a choir.
Okay, right.
movie. And I actually had to enlarge the picture because they all have the napkins on their faces.
You did not show me this picture.
No, it's been a very busy week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
But I was like searching this picture, trying to figure out what the hell they were doing.
Right.
And I talked to this ex-member, and she said she was about 14 or 15 when the picture was taken.
And she was in it.
And she was in the picture, and I'm like confused. And I'm like, can you please expound?
Right. What's going on?
What's going on here? And you can tell that they're up against the stage. So they're like on both sides of the dividing wall.
Gotcha.
Okay. And apparently, the picture was taken in about 2005, and it's a girls only choir.
Because we got to separate the boys and the girls.
But why are the little girls out there so that the men can look at them and decide which ones they want? I mean, is this a showing of? Do you see what I'm saying?
Was it like some kind of like beauty pageant type?
Not a beauty pageant.
but like so they're put on display.
Exactly. And she said the children's choir was brought back, but it was girls only, and it was only for special occasions. She didn't expound on what the special occasions
Maybe
were.
feasts.
I don't know, but I just got the creepy feeling that it was probably the girls only, so that
The guys
men
could look them over.
could look them over. And I mean, you can still see, the eyes, the hair when you have a veil on.
Right.
You just cover in half of your face.
Right.
So, if you like blue hair or blue eyes and blonde hair, you could go, okay, the one, second row, fourth from the left.
Right.
What's up with her?
Right.
When is she going to be available?
Or I like ones that are taller. So look how tall this one is. Or
Exactly. And the creepy ass things that went on after I left. I never in a million years would have been able to keep my mouth shut out there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you would have been in with those counselors all the time, or whatever the hell they're called.
Well, I've been talking to one ex-member, and there's a picture that I posted a long time ago of my very first feast in '93, and it's funny because she's in the corner of the picture, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm in this picture, and there's my ex-husband," and everybody has been like commenting on this picture, and now I don't remember what I was gonna say.
About the picture, and she's in the corner of it. It was your first feast.
Yeah, I don't know. Nope, nothing in my noggin.
Okay,
Hey,
moving on.
Moving on. Remember we talked about the demon bells?
Yes.
Now, the demon bells, okay, they started teaching Arab dancing out
Like
there.
belly dancing.
I don't know what ARAB, Arab dancing.
But I'm just saying, whenever you talk about those little bells and dancing, I just think belly dancing.
Well, she was telling me that they started teaching this Arab dancing, and it was only taught to the women and the girls.
Oh, of course. Of course. So they could be like gyrating and shaking and all that stuff. Sure.
I don't know. I did know dancing there. I don't remember if we were allowed to dance or not. As a matter of fact, I don't ever remember having a dance.
Oh, I'm sure that this Arab dancing was like some kind of sexualized, some kind of bullshit.
Well, she said that the Arab dancing, what's that show? Strange Universe?
Oh.
There's a TV show called Strange Universe where it's like a documentary thing.
Okay.
But she says she can't remember what episode, but there's actually some shots of them doing the dancing on Strange Universe.
What?
These people are all over the media, and I'm just not getting how they can do what they do.
How they're still there. Right.
I had a nice conversation with a couple people about that. But she said for some reason the dancing didn't last long. She loved it. She loved the Arab dancing, but she was not into sharing her man because, she was thinking the jingle bells like a harem.
That's right. That's
and
what I'm
they and they
thinking.
dance around for the chic, and they've got the little castanets on their
Right,
fingers.
right. And they're doing like the belly dancing.
And they're
type
wearing the
things.
gauzy clothes.
Right. That's
and
exactly
stuff.
what I'm thinking.
So maybe somebody thought, hey, let's start a harem dancing.
Well, they
thing.
have a harem. Some of these guys have a harem.
Quite a few of them do.
Right.
And I don't know. She just said that, a harem needs bells for dancing and, the demon bells.
What the hell?
I don't know, but I would love to be a fly behind closed doors on all of this shit that's going on. Yeah. There was somebody that told me that children now give the opening of services. As soon as they can walk, they're being taught to be little adults.
Oh my God. So there's no childhood whatsoever.
There is no, no childhood whatsoever. And I mean, how do you make a toddler into an adult?
Well, if they don't know anything else.
I'm telling you, watch that movie by M. Night Shyamalan, The Village. That's how these children are being brought up, to not realize that there is anything else in the world. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, and get this. Women are no longer permitted to ride bikes or horses anymore.
Oh, why?
Because it's looked at as sexual behavior because you have to spread your legs.
Oh, for God's sake. What if you ride, what's it called, side saddle on a horse?
I don't know. Maybe you're tempted to,
Just saying.
Maybe you're tempted to spread your legs on that horse, Who knows? Isn't this crazy shit? Crazy shit.
There's like times when you tell me this stuff, like I don't even have a comment because it's so jacked up.
You would have no idea how jacked up a lot of this stuff honestly really is. And let me find what I'm looking for here.
What, a screenshot?
I got a lot of screenshots. An ex-member, I'm just going to use his first letter, B. He says, I find it endlessly fascinating that the little big man constantly points out the blaring, disgusting traits of other religions, such as the Catholic Church. However, he is actively allowing, and I can't say the next sentence,
Okay.
okay? And the member goes on to say, maybe he should take an introspective look at what he teaches and stop judging others. Other churches don't have famous pictures of their leaders in orange prison jumpsuits like he does. So apparently he's got a big, larger than life picture of him in his orange jumpsuit up on the sanctuary wall.
Why would he do that?
Because the world is persecuting him. He's being persecuted.
Oh, gotcha. Like, how dare they do that to me?
Okay. He goes on to say he can go ahead and call it persecution, but even suicide bombers believe their cause is just and righteous. He's going to burn in hell with the worst of them for taking advantage of the weak and poor and destroying everybody's lives and their families.
Yep.
And yeah, that's for you, little man. Oh, here is the bit about Constantine's sword. Same ex-member. Just a little bit of research into Constantine's sword. He is linking the fact that all wars being waged are basically endorsed by some religious organization or cause, which basically just about every war is fought, I'm right, you're wrong.
Right. Yeah.
And I can't believe that this is the year 2018 and we're still fighting over who has the best imaginary friend. My God is better than your God. No, my God is better than your God. My religion says to kill you, infidel. My religion says to not let you live.
Right.
I honestly think any religion that tells you to kill people is a sucky-ass religion. In all honesty.
Right.
He goes back to, let's see, he's not necessarily promoting the cross, but just linking the fact that the cross has caused a lot of death on this earth, which it has, but stop pointing at the speck in the Catholic Church's eye when your little hillbilly shithole makes people eat bad food with poison and commit sex crimes on par with the Catholic Church. But you, little man, just have so much more righteous of a sect. His final sentence is, 84 years is too long for a crook like that to be alive. If there was a God, he'd have been smote long ago. Anger.
Dang.
Anger.
And rightly so.
Let's see. Oh, here's, see, I did do my screenshots. I just didn't pull them up at the right time as I was talking about them. Okay. Ex-member Jay. He also goes live on Facebook for sermons. Facebook Live. If anybody's interested, Little Man goes Facebook Live. If you are following their page, they start with the small children giving mini sermons now.
How? What would that even entail?
Probably going through the children's book like me and you do.
Oh,
and
okay.
maybe giving a small sermon, like 5 minutes on what they learned.
Gotcha.
That week.
Okay.
Whether, just like we did Tallits and Zeet last week.
Okay, so some little kid will talk about that. Maybe.
What they learned.
What they learned, okay.
And so, they're all family inclusive now.
Oh, my Lord.
She goes on to say, kids are not kids. They are adults from the time they can walk. Train the children. Teach the children. The children are the future. So sad those kids do not know anything other than that place. And it really is sad that they don't know anything other than that place. And
you can't give someone their childhood back.
No, once it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. And she goes on to say, I don't know why anyone would want to hear one word out of his mouth. Listen at your own risk. So anybody out there who wants to listen to this bullshit, listen at your own risk. You want to know why, Laura?
Why?
She goes on to say, he has a way of sucking you in whether you want him to or not. I promise you that. My mom was so against it. My dad was all for it, and now they are both wrapped around that man's finger. I had enough and left, but still they're still there going on 23 years.
Dang.
And when you're there, it's so different. She spent a lot of years there as a child, but her family didn't live in the state.
Okay.
And it's very, very, very different when you're not living in that state. Just simply because you can get away with a lot. You can
Right.
you can go to the library and read whatever you want to read because there's not going to be another member that sees you picking up that Harry
Right.
Potter book.
Right.
Or
Which I'm sure that goes over really well.
yeah, you're going to hell for reading Harry
I'm
Potter.
sure. I'm sure.
You really are. You know what we forgot to do?
What?
We forgot to give our friends at the Ya Jag Off podcast a shout out.
Oh my God, we did.
We did.
Yep, we were with them yesterday.
John, Rachel, and the crew.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey guys.
And Frank, who falls through your floor.
Hey, you know what?
But
I'm still so embarrassed about that.
it was, yeah, you had me out in the North Hills yesterday.
That's right.
And we met a lot of nice people. And that was the final for the porch tour
Yes.
that you won. We didn't win.
We didn't win the Zach packs, but I won some really cool prizes. Plus, it was just fun having everyone over at my house.
It really was. We're going to try for the
The fireplace tour.
fireplace
that
tour
would be
next.
awesome.
That would be totally awesome. Let's see. What else? Oh, Kenny's Corner real quick.
We still need like
No.
something.
No.
What?
Hey, Kenny. Kim says hi. She still hates you, by the way.
And I'm sure he knows who that is.
Oh, yeah. She specifically asked for me to say that today. Hi, Ken. It's Kim. Yeah. Now, I did other screenshots that, of course, I'm not going to be able to find because I'm just not going to be able to find them. So we're going to take a quick break here. And I'm going to be able to find them. And we're going to
Cool.
we're going to come back, and you're only going to have to splice together 2 pieces.
Not bad.
So you're going to hit the stop button. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. It took me a while to figure out.
After much searching.
And sweating in this room. But
And
that's
swearing.
okay. Last episode, we talked about the talit and the zeet seats.
Yep.
And about how the knots and stuff are macrameed on there.
Right. And they have to be done a certain way and certain numbers.
Right. And you were asking me all about that. And I'm like, I don't do that. All I did was sew them. The
Because
elders.
guys had to do that.
The
right?
elders had to put the zeet seats on for some
Okay.
reason. Okay. And I had never even seen it performed, because I'm a woman. Woohoo.
Ooh, can't be there.
No, but one of my teenage survivors, who's a very nice young man now, he got a hold of me and he said, "Hey, listening to your newest episode, I was actually on the Zeet tying team."
There's a t-shirt. There's a t-shirt with like a number on it, like a football shirt.
That would be so funny. I was on the Zeet tying team. He was an elder's son. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There were, aside from the 10 or so elders who knew how to do the tying, about 3 to 5 other guys my age who knew how to hold the strings to assist the elders in tying it. So I never realized it's a 2-person process. I had no idea. I
okay.
could just imagine the elders sitting there, just macrameing
Oh
away.
my gosh.
Anyway, he goes on to say that holders were in short supply, so they would announce when we were needed in the elders' conference room to go tie new zeet seats that had been broken. So these guys are wearing these capes, and they got
Right.
their thumbs through these things, holding on to these 8 strings and stuff.
Right.
Eventually, they would all break
Just from like wear and tear.
because it rubs against your thumb.
That's what I mean,
And it's
yeah.
strings.
Okay.
They're thick strings. It's not threads. But eventually, yeah, they would break from wear. And then you were, I don't even know if they charged the guy. I'm sure they charged the guys for redoing him.
Replacing your zeet.
Yep.
Zeet
Seat
seat.
replacing.
Yep.
Anyway, he had to go to the elders' room to tie the new ones. And he goes on to say, you had to know how to hold the strings or you could mess up the whole process. So it was kind of a skill. I really don't think he probably got paid one nickel for his
Probably
skill.
not. It's
Probably
probably
not.
It was probably like an honor to do it.
Well, he goes on to say, in a weird way, I kind of enjoyed the ceremony behind it. Although in hindsight, I was helping them milk money from poor people. My intentions were pure. From my muddled memories, the threads represent the 613 laws. And he was correct because we had discussed that the word zitzit equals 600. And then you got your strings and you got your knots
Something
and it all
else
adds
comes
up.
to 613.
And yeah, some numerology crap again.
Which I'm sure, they believe in that. I mean, isn't that like pagan and devil worship numerology? I mean, according to them, I would.
At this point, nothing would survive. These people? Nothing would surprise me. It really wouldn't. He says there's actually a video out there. I guess they videoed this
Of doing zeets.
I guess so. It's on YouTube. Everybody got to find it. I can't tell you where to find it. You know what I mean?
Zeet making.
The zeet making, and you'll have to put it in. You'll have to spell it correctly, guys. Got to spell it correctly. Anyway, I found something else that another member wanted to share. She just here. I'm just gonna read it. Just wanted to comment on a few things that you guys talked about in the last episode. They taught that any and all sin opened you up and made it possible for demons to enter your body.
Oh.
So if you're sinning, you're getting chock full of demons.
Oh, wow. There's going into your body there. Okay.
But Laura, there is one sin in particular that makes it very easy for the demons to possess you.
What, being a pedophile?
No, I think maybe the demons make them be pedophiles.
Okay.
I don't know. But that would be drunkenness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you get drunk, the demons are just like pouring down your throat with
Because
that
that's
alcohol.
so much worse than being a pedophile.
I guess so. She goes on to say it was almost guaranteed that if you were to get drunk, you were going to acquire a shiny new demon.
Oh, they're shiny.
She said they're shiny.
They're shiny.
Then she goes on to say there was even a rumor going around. There was a super sweet old lady who obviously had some serious mental issues. They began telling people that she just drank too much and got demons, and they just royally messed with her. The demons were messing with this old lady.
Oh, my God. That poor lady.
Yeah.
And, of course, they didn't get her any kind of mental help that she needed. Why would they do that?
No, she goes on to say, it was so sad. We weren't even allowed to associate with her anymore because the demons made her crazy. Oh, so I guess they're just demonizing people everywhere.
Well, pretty much anything they can't explain, it's a demon.
Demons. I must be chock full of them.
Good Lord.
It really pisses me off. Why didn't they try and exorcise demons from me? They did everybody else.
Maybe they knew better.
I don't know, but they didn't have them foaming bath bombs like they have now.
Oh, those big round things you throw in the tub and they start foaming.
I want a black one, and I want to go in their their baptismal tub, and
oh, how funny!
And then I also want to chew up an Oreo and have that coming out of my mouth, and yeah,
oh my God.
Acting. Can you imagine how funny that would be?
Oh my God,
acting possessed.
That would be great.
She goes on to say that also the shadow of death was what they used the ashes of the red heifer for. Remember we talked about they burnt up the cow?
Right.
Okay. They mixed the ashes with what I can only assume was water. And here's that hyssop I told you.
Yeah.
Okay. They're dipping this plant. I guess it's like a fern or a reed looking thing, but they're dipping it in the ash water and they're sprinkling it everywhere with this plant. Okay.
Ooh, so you're getting
dead cow ashes on you.
Right. Ooh.
Anyway, she goes on to say they had to sprinkle it on anything and everything. We literally had to go through everything we owned and open anything that had a seal. Makeup, flashlights, food, everything before they came to sprinkle that shit. It was supposed to cleanse you of the shadow of death.
Now, did they salt them too? Didn't they have to salt everything? So they're salting, they're sprinkling ashes, they're just doing whatever.
This is just gets crazier and crazier the more I hear about it. And yeah, they're apparently the shadow of death. I guess you touch them batteries that somebody touched in the, while they were packaging them. And now you got the shadow of death on you, Laura.
But you also have cow ashes on you.
And you're full of demons. And I mean, come on.
Oh, my Lord.
You have to go and infiltrate. I want to see you go undercover for a week.
I wouldn't last. I wouldn't last.
That's what a lot of people have been
But
saying.
like knowing that I know all of this now and what bullshit it is, I mean, I would just laugh right in their faces.
Here's your veil, Laura.
And, well,
here's your burqa.
No, plus, I would not be able to look at little dangly ball guy. I mean, I would just laugh in that man's face.
Oh, gosh.
But I would have to ask to see if I could see his bathroom and his toilet.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask if you could see his balls. I was going to go, you are sick.
Oh, you're the sick one. No, I wanted to see the little extender on the toilet.
You can go to Lowe's and look at those toilets.
But I wonder if he has it like gold plated.
I don't know, but you can get a Louis Vuitton toilet.
Oh, he probably has that.
And I don't know.
No?
But you can get a gold-plated toilet, too.
You know what? I would put money on the fact that he has one.
The things that you can look up on the internet.
I bet he has one because his shit don't stink.
I don't know. I just know that he has toilets installed.
I can't believe you thought I wanted to see his dangly balls.
Well, you know how you think somebody's going to say something and your brain finishes the sentence for you before they say it? And that's all. Laura wants to see his dangly balls. Come on.
I
You want to see his?
Dear God, no, I don't.
It's disturbing enough in the fact that you want to see his toilet where his ass sits.
I just want the toilet extender and just.
I'm gonna go to Lowe's and I'm gonna snap a picture of.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
Oh, come on. I know he has his own private bathroom at the sanctuary.
See, that's what I'm saying. I would not be able to look at this guy in the face without cracking up.
Seriously?
I would not be able to. I would just point and I would laugh.
Point and laugh. Yeah. Oh, God. And we had a discussion about whether demons were real or not.
Right.
And Jennifer DB jumped in and she can confirm that demons are real. You just need to meet her stepmother.
All righty.
It's been an interesting week, I'm telling you.
It has been.
Yeah, and how do they still have members?
I mean, like you said, it just gets weirder and weirder. And
the cleanses and the things you have to
man.
do, and
It's like, how do you have time to do anything? Because all you're doing is you're like salting stuff. You're sprinkling cow ashes. You're doing your whatever. What's that thing? Ablutions. I mean,
that's kind of like a self-baptism after.
Right, but I mean, like, you're so busy doing all this crap. How do you have time to do anything else? I guess that's where a kid, like the child labor comes in.
Probably, yeah. And I mean, once your childhood's gone, it's gone. And I want to kill people over this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's just not fair. My one nephew, he had absolutely no schooling. He, as far as I know, he was repeating the 10th grade for the second or third time and turned 18 and just decided not to go anymore.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And like, now what's he going to do with his life? Absolutely nothing.
I have no idea. His mother hates me, so I don't have any contact with them. That's Kenny's side
But I mean,
of the
like,
family.
what's he going to be able to do? Nothing.
Bus tables?
For the rest of his life.
I don't know. I really
That's
don't.
so sad.
He's got to be 20 or so years old at this point. You know what I mean?
That's so sad.
In all honesty. And there's some kids that got out of there that they're in college now. And the bitch I love to hate, her son's in college. And he was on Facebook bitching the one day because he had never been to school.
Right.
And now he's in college. And he's like, thanks a lot, Mom. You know, because he has no idea how to study, how, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
having, I mean, you would think it's common sense on how to study.
It's not.
But it's not.
No.
And I'm so proud of you, dude. And by the way, the bitch I love to hate, if you use the acronym, it's BILF.
The BILF.
BILF. Almost like filth.
BILF.
Or bitch.
Oh, there we go.
You know, it's just
I like BILF.
BILF. Yeah, the bitch I love to hate. I talked to a few people who knew her very well. They left a lot later than I did. But she said that they told me she's both power and money hungry. That's why she is what she is.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're the head bitch there, wouldn't you love
You
it?
aren't leaving? You're not going to leave?
No, you're not leaving and you're not going anywhere. And part of me has to feel bad for her because everybody has been telling her, you're missing out on your granddaughters. How could you?
Right.
I just don't understand these people that went to the cult. And there's one lady that was there. She was a secretary. And she tried to get her husband on board. He wouldn't, he wasn't into the cult. Good for him, right?
Right.
She decided that she was joining the cult and she was going to move there because those actions would save her husband and her children when the end of the world came. She abandoned her 5 children.
Oh, my God.
She lost custody of them. They never visited. I know she never went to visit them.
How do you do that with your own kids?
I have no idea.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, bitch, everybody loves to hate. You're missing out on some good things in life. This life for a life that, an afterlife that probably will never come.
Right.
Never come. So, sit well with your decisions, sweetheart.
As you scratch that off the
I
list.
scratched it off viciously, viciously, viciously. Anyway,
What else do you have? Or is that it?
well, no, I guess we got enough time to cover this because a lot of people have been commenting to me either on Facebook or a private message that EMDR therapy, have you ever heard of it?
I don't think I have.
All I know is my healthcare in this system sucks shit.
Right. It does.
But either we don't have it here or it's not covered. But it's something that rewires your brain. Like 613 messes with me. And what it would do is it's some kind of intensive, it's eye movement something.
Oh, so it's not like electroshock.
No, but
okay.
it does something to rewire your brain.
Oh, wow.
That it makes you replace the painful memory with something that makes it less hard, I guess. But Tatiana and WA was telling me about it. I think they're both therapists. And she's going to look into actually seeing if we have somebody in the Pittsburgh area.
Oh, that would be great.
And I can't tell you how many people have chimed in that really, government, if you're listening, fix the mental health care system, please.
Oh, yeah, don't even get me started on. I could go on for hours.
In all honesty,
and hours.
I think mental health is probably just as important, if not more important, than your physical well-being.
It's the same thing. Mental health, physical health, it's the same thing.
Well,
There's
when
no
your
difference.
mental health starts slipping, you stop eating, which
Well, you
causes
can't
you
take care of
physical
your
ailments.
physical health.
Right. And this country just sucks on mental
Healthcare.
health.
It sucks on healthcare.
I thank you guys for trying to help me with that. And I'm always open for questions and everything else. Laura, you look like you're about to fall asleep.
I am a bit tired. I got so much crap going on.
I know you do. And that's okay, because we're going to get done here and we're going to splice all this together and we're going to drop it. And you start work tomorrow.
I do. I started a new job.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
So excited for you. So excited for you. But I won't see you on Tuesdays now.
No, I will be at work. Yay.
You can always text me.
Yay, I can text you.
You can text me.
Well, we do not have a promo this week.
No.
Well, not a promo for a podcast. But yesterday when we were in the North Hills, we ran into these 2 really cool people. They have a web series.
I had no idea something like that even
So
existed.
it's basically like a TV show, but it's online. And you could, you just make your own TV show and you can put it out there. It is a web series about two idiots following their dreams, driven by their delusions, committed to their friendship till death do they part. And it is called Killing It. And you can find it at Seeka TV. That's SEEKA. Seeka TV /Killing It. So if you want to give them a watch, and it sounds really good. They didn't have a clip or anything to show us, but just by talking to the two of them, it sounds like it's really funny. And they are going to have a screening in Pittsburgh, the Regent Square Theater, Saturday, October 13th at 7:30 p.m. So I think I'm going to try to go to that because I really want to see what this is all about.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Cool.
You're always the designated driver.
Cool. I'll drive.
And I guess I have to address this. Somebody wanted in the Facebook group and they looked very fake.
Okay.
And it ended up that they were not fake. They private messaged me, and D is the first letter of this woman's name. And she is in the Jehovah's Witnesses right now.
Oh, wow.
And like me, she seriously loves her husband and her family. But like the cult, when you leave the witnesses, you're dead to them.
Right.
You're completely dead to these people. And she told me that she's mentally checked out about 2 years ago, which even in the cult, that's what you do. You start mentally checking out. You're still physically doing the things you're supposed to do. And she's anxiously awaiting our list of resources to help her get out.
God, we've got to get that.
And my heart just sank because, I mean, I work. You just got a new job. Sammy went off to college. There's a lot of things going on in your life. There's things going on in my life. And as much as I love doing this and wait for every week.
There's just no time to do a lot of extra things.
I just need help. And I was really hoping that, the right people would be listening and be able to reach out and help. Your brother did tell me that some stuff on how we can do the interviews, but I'm still kind of confused.
Right. Once things settle down, we're going to actually get together with him so he can physically show us how to do all this stuff.
My leg fell asleep. I can't feel it. I just went to move it and it wouldn't move.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. But D, damn, you can always private message me, and I swear I'm going to try getting on this. Anybody out there who has any of the resources that you can help me list them, message me, private message me, anything. And like I said, this has been a shit week, and you're yawning for reasons. We're sorry it's not going to be an hour today, and I love all y'all out there.
No, we're lucky we got this.
I actually was going to call and see if you wanted to cancel today.
No.
But yeah, we didn't even have any cult literature. We didn't go through any of that stuff.
No, but
we just decided to wing it today with what we had and what we had to talk about and things that people let me in on and stuff.
And we have an episode.
Yeah, guys, don't be mad. We're a little short, but it is what it is.
It's something.
It's something, and gosh, I don't know. Maybe because we didn't have alcohol today.
I was just going to say, you're not popping any beers.
It's not
It's
beer
early.
30. Oh
I know,
gosh.
it's early. It's really early.
Hey, guys, I don't day drink. I told you, they tried to bully me into day drinking. They were all sitting on my porch at 1:30 in the afternoon.
So you're chugging your milk.
I gotta
Literally chugging some milk.
Well, yeah, it's coffee, milk, and beer. And coffee time is way over. My skin is singing. I've had my pot of coffee. And now I've got my jug of milk.
Okay.
And later
Jug?
it'll be... Gug. I carry a quart of milk with me.
I know you do.
And people look at me funny. What's the difference in carrying a quart of milk or a quart of lemonade or a quart of iced tea or a big-ass bottle of water? People look at me and they're like, ew, how do you drink that?
I think it's because they think, like, if it gets warm, it's kind of gross.
Yeah, but see, I freeze. When I go home, I'll put 3 inches in the bottom of it.
Right.
And freeze it, and it stays cold all day long.
I do that with water in the summer.
Exactly. So
you freeze half a thing of water in your bottle, and then it's good to go, and it stays cold all day.
Good to go all day. Well, guys,
On that note,
yeah, guys, if give me some questions, give me something, give us something for next week, whatever you want to hear about. We got a whole box full of cult literature and stuff and whatnot.
yep.
Yep.
So till then, I'm Laura.
And I'm Deb, and we'll talk at you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.